Hey everyone, Hurricane Liz here, back for another video. And in this video, I'm finally going to reveal my 2019 dropshipping update. Now, I know a lot of people have asked, how did I do? Since my first video, which was day one of dropshipping, I really haven't updated anything about that, and I apologize in advance. But by the end of this video, you're gonna not only see how much I made in total for 2019 in dropshipping alone, but you're also gonna take and get to see some of the key lessons that I learned along the way that'll help you when you wanna dropship. But before we jump into the actual stats, which I am in the account right here, let's go ahead and cover the number one question that most people have asked about dropshipping on Amazon. And that is it okay to still dropship on Amazon? Or is it even a viable business way to dropship on Amazon? So let me go ahead and answer that by first saying that yes, it is a viable business option to start on Amazon by dropshipping. However, it is going to get more and more difficult as it has with other Amazon businesses. Now, keep in mind, you've got a lot of options when starting Amazon. You have retail arbitrage, which has also gotten more and more difficult. You've got wholesaling, which has gotten more and more difficult. Even private labeling, which has gotten more and more difficult. Pretty much, it's just getting a little harder on Amazon. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to be straight up honest with you. It's going to take a little more work and some money to get started on Amazon. Anyone that tells you you can get started for free, well, you can still actually get started for free. Just listen to my story, which I'll put a link for another video, and I'll tell you exactly how I got started for free. But you're still gonna have to put in work regardless of the way that you start on Amazon. So let's go ahead and jump straight into the dropshipping and why you shouldn't start a dropshipping business. I'm gonna jump onto my screen share and show you guys my stats. All right, so I am on my stats here for my actual account. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a look at what happened in 2019. Now, one thing to keep in mind is I did start in June of 2019. So we'll first look at what happened from then. So we'll go from June, it's about mid-June. We'll just pick June because I really wasn't selling that much on this account. And so let's look at June 2019. The 1st of June, and we're going to hit apply so you can see live what this actually looks like. And you can see that the total actual revenue collected for this store, which is 100% drop shipping, is $440,000 and over 7,200 units ordered. So a lot of questions. I know I'm going to see them below, but let me start with another common question that I get is, where did I get this actual inventory? And truth be told, it was 100% from Walmart.com. So what does that mean for people that are new to dropshipping? What that means is that people that I would actually list items, and I'll kind of go in and show you some potential examples. Let's say Ziploc bags. Let's say Ziploc container bags. There is a chance, and this has happened because I've sold these Ziploc bags, and that these Ziploc bags will actually be for sale at Walmart.com for a cheaper price. And in order to figure this out, you can use an extension like Price Blink. So download Price Blink and you can grab that, and it will tell you where the bags are cheaper. So you could look at unique product ideas or whatever you think, like you can go to Walmart.com and see what's selling. And this little app will show you what's cheaper where. So you can see here, it shows you Amazon, it's $455. Funfile, it's $419. Sears, I can't tell what it says. Sears is $485. So again, I would grab a product like a Ziploc on Amazon, and I'm not saying for everybody to go out there and do it because I will get into the reasons why you shouldn't start if you want to start drop shipping, but Ziploc bags, and I would find a price discrepancy where it's more expensive on Amazon and it's cheaper on Walmart. So then what would happen is when I would list the product on Amazon, so list this Ziploc, and when it's sold, I would go to Walmart.com and I would order it and I would fulfill it and send it to the actual customer. That's pretty simple. That's what happens here on Walmart and Amazon. So does it still work? Absolutely. Here are the stats to prove it. Now, before we jump into the lessons that I learned with dropshipping, let's go ahead and talk about the margins, because I know a lot of people are going to ask, like, what is your margin? And once again, the margins are very slim. They're not that high. So altogether, we're looking at about 12% margins. So if we get the calculator out and we actually look at these margins, I'm going to go and put this on my calculator because I'm not that smart to figure this shit out. So 440,000, I put 444, same thing, times 0.12 is about $53,000 over the course of the year, which was just 6 months. So altogether, if I was to do this for an entire year, it would be about $100,000 in profit for me doing this. Now, I know there's going to be a lot of questions, but go ahead. Now let's just go straight in. I won't get into the goods and the bads about this yet until I start revealing the lessons. Let's talk about the first lesson that I can give to you. That way you don't have as much trouble as I do. Okay, and that lesson is do not start on a brand new account. And what I mean by that is if you're going to start with this, don't be new. Start with FBA first. What I mean by that is send in some products, scan stuff in your garage, scan stuff at Walmart, send that stuff in, get at least a couple hundred sales, and then jump to this. The reason for that is Amazon is very vigilant about shutting down newbies doing this. And the reason for that is they get suspicious and they try to protect the brands that are selling on there. And if you're one of those brand new people, chances are you're going to get your account shut down. I've seen it time and time again. It even happened with one of my accounts, and it was just a hard lesson learned. So if you're going to start this, first start FBA, which brings me to lesson number 2. Send in FBA products. Now, for a lot of people, they might not get that. They might not understand what that means, but that means get your seller app and go scan at places like Walmart. You can even do this with online, right? You can do this with online. There is a lot of programs out there. Like one is called Tactical Arbitrage, and I'm not an affiliate for this or anything. Tactical Arbitrage will help you, and it takes some time to learn this, and it also takes some money if you're going to actually get this tool. But again, every business out there takes money to start. With Tactical Arbitrage, it basically goes out there and it helps you find products, and it helps you find products that are cheaper. So you can basically look at other sellers' stores and figure out where they got their products. That's kind of what I use Tactical Arbitrage for. And it helps you with online arbitrage. There's several tools like this out there that you can use to help you find FB products that you just ship to your house and then you ship to Amazon and you sell. And there are even warehouses out there that will allow you to ship to them, and they will prepare the product and send it to Amazon for you. Now, the margins might not be as great, but then again, you're going to need to build that account up in order to be able to sell on Amazon with dropshipping. So again, it's not a play for noobs. It is certainly, if I was brand new, I would not get started with dropshipping unless I had an account that already has some sales under their belt. Now, let's get into lesson number 3. Turn your winners with your dropshipping into Amazon FBA products. So what do I mean by that? I mean that if you're selling something an insane amount of times, meaning like 10, 15, or 20 times or more, ship it to Amazon and sell it FBA, because now you could sell it for a higher price. And that is because your competition is still selling merchant fulfilled. And if you decide to get it yourself and set it at FBA, you can charge a lot more for it. So let's go ahead and take a look at here what I mean. I'm going to look at this. These are some of the things that I've actually sold. In fact, I know for a fact, and people will find this hilarious, I would joke around with a lot of people about this, is I would say that I was the top tampon seller on Amazon, because there have been several times where I sold Equate tampons. So let's take a look at what I'm talking about here. These tampons, I've been selling like hotcakes. And the thing with these tampons is that most people have them as merchant fulfilled because they put 4 or 5 of them together. And instead of sending them FBA, they send them merchant fulfilled. So I could very easily buy a bunch of these before anything else and package them, send them FBA to Amazon, and now pretty much charge a higher price and get paid that higher price because I now have them FBA. So that is a viable business model that you can twist this around with and start to just capitalize on your winners and then beat out the rest of the competition by shipping FBA. That's something that I've been doing. The next lesson, do not use Top Cashback or any sites like Be Frugal. Be Frugal and Top Cashback are not working anymore. So don't use them because you'll more than likely, everything will get rejected. So forget about it. It used to work in the past, but now they're getting more and more restrictive on what they pay out. If I look at my account here, let's see what I can show you guys here. If I look at the account summary here, you'll see that right now I only have a $347 balance. However, I've bought quite a bit at Walmart in the past couple months. Like my lifetime cashback was $3,000. So if I look at all the cashback activity here, you'll see what I'm talking about. If I go back all the way to June, you're going to see that there's a lot more cashback activity happening because they were just paying out like a whole bunch. Okay, I'm back because I had to scroll the way for 37 pages. So we see that right here that on June 13th, there was actually a $1,000 payment, but you're going to take a look here and notice that there's quite a bit of cashback amounts being paid here in June, and they're being paid. However, as of late, they're just not happening. In fact, on my top cashback, I don't think I've ever been paid a single thing, and it was over $1,400 collected. So again, it's kind of a waste of time to use these cashback. If anybody out there knows of a better one other than Be Frugal and Top Cashback, let me know, because I'm actually doing this and I would love to get cashback as I was in the past. All right, that brings me to the next lesson. Get letters of authorization. So if you're ever to get suspended, now I'm not saying you're going to get suspended. However, if you're ever to get suspended, a lot of times Amazon will ask for LOAs from your manufacturers and or suppliers. Those are letters of authorization. And there are a lot of wholesale companies out there that will give them to you, but you've got to get out there and research and find the right ones. And let me go ahead and give you one that typically does this. So one of them is Petra. And you can get what's called an LOA from here to Dropship on Amazon. So a lot of these LOAs, they're getting more involved, and that means that you are going to have to buy from some of them in order to get those LOAs. But a lot of times it's worth it in order to be able to have that extra layer of protection in case you get shut down. So even if you buy stuff and you sell it at break even, it's still fantastic because, again, you have the extra layer of protection so that you do not get shut down. All right, on to my final lesson, which is understanding that at the end of the day, this is a good business option if you are somewhat savvy with all this information that I just gave you, or you're willing to take a shot at it and you're a veteran. The reason that I'm saying that is because there's just challenges in any business you start. Doesn't matter what type of business, even something like Shopify, you're always going to have the problems of finding the right supplier and having to deal with the cheaper prices that people can get stuff from China. So no matter what business there is no perfect business, and there will be challenges along the way, no matter what kind of business you start. Now, again, this is all advice that I give you because I have the experience. As you saw my stats earlier, this is something that I actually did all of 2019. I learned the ropes, and throughout the entire year, there was sometimes that I too wanted to quit. I too wanted to give up, but I kept going. And by the end of the year, here's what happened. And now, as a result of 6 months of like really hard work and a lot of blood, sweat, and sometimes even some tears wanted to come out, I have got a business that I'm taking to 2020 that will make me some money on demand and on autopilot. You saw the numbers earlier. If you have any questions or comments, post them below. I will answer them myself. And again, if you like this video, if you want me to continue making videos like this, please hit the subscribe button. I truly appreciate you guys following me, and I wish you all the best in 2020.